93. To whom does the term Antichrist refer? We have Sister Bosque handling this for us with her assistant, Sister Wimsat. They're under the setting of witnessing at a market or a place of business. Let's see how they develop this theme.
Cynthia, there is so much controversy about the whole president and pope thing. People are calling the pope an antichrist. I just feel that that is so disrespectful. I mean, isn't it a good thing that both the pope and the president are seeking peace? How does that make them an antichrist?
Well, that is a great question. What is your opinion on what or who an antichrist would be referred to?
Well, quite frankly, I don't know.
Well, thank you for your honesty. First, we need to understand the meaning of antichrist. And it would just take a few moments to show you from the Bible what it is and how we can identify. Would that be okay with you?
Sure. The shop doesn't open. It opens later and it's not very busy.
Okay.
Not very busy.
Okay, well, if you allow me just a few moments, in the Bible there is a glossary. I see that you have the Bible that I gave you last week. And on page 1693, we can find the definition of antichrist. And once you have it, can you read it?
Sure. It says the Greek term has a twofold meaning. It refers to which is anti or opposed to Christ, and it may also refer to a false Christ, one in the place of Christ. All people, organizations, and groups that falsely claim to represent Christ or claim to be the Messiah, or that oppose Christ and his disciples can properly be called Antichrist.
Thank you. And if you notice there's a scripture. It's 1 John chapter 2, verse 22. How about we go and read that information, that scripture? And once you have it, I would like for you to read it.
1 John 2:22 reads, "Who is the liar but the one who denies that Jesus is the Christ? This is the Antichrist, and the one who denies the Father and the Son."
So according to this, what is an antichrist being referred to?
Well, it says they're a liar. So they are what they are. They're liars.
And if I would like to share another scripture, Matthew 7:15, that shows how, in what way they can be considered liars. And once we have that, I would like for you to read that as well. Matthew 7:15.
7:15. "Be on the watch for false prophets who come to you in sheep's coverings, but inside they are ravishing wolves."
Okay. So here, Jesus is comparing false prophets, which is considered also antichrist, as wolves in sheep's covering. Can you think of a characteristic of a wolf?
Well, they seem harmless, but are considered dangerous animals.
Correct. This scripture shows that for centuries, the Antichrist have tried to weaken the faith of their fellow believers or followers through their lies and their deception, keeping millions in spiritual darkness. For example, the teachings of Trinity, or even through the fact that God's name is omitted from the Bibles. Now, last week, you learned from the Bible what God's real name was.
Yes, Jehovah. It was so enlightening to learn that, being that in all my life the church has taught us that it was Jesus. After you showed me in the Bible, I thought to myself, why wouldn't religious leaders keep this from us? It is so very disappointing.
That's understandable. Well, we learned that an antichrist can be referred to or considered a liar, deceitful, dangerous, and someone of that nature will keep the truth from others.
Well, now I understand what an antichrist is. Is the Pope lying about bringing peace?
Well, there's a scripture that I read, and it's James 4:8. It advises us to draw close to God and he will draw close to you. But in order to do that, we have to get to know him and know his kingdom and what the purpose is and what it's going to do for us. But it will be my pleasure to help you find the answers to your questions. It's free, and I can visit you at a time that is best for you.
I would love that. Can you come back around the same time next week? I really enjoyed our conversation, and I love keeping company with you.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Okay.